let's turn our attention to this week's industry spotlight on cannabis. Now, there's heightened investor interest around this emerging trend, so with me to make sense of it all is Andrew Kessner. He's the Cannabis and Industrials Analyst at William O'Neill & Company, which is an affiliate of IBD. Thanks so much for being here today, Andrew.
Great to be here, Alyssa.
All right, so we know there's somewhat of this frenzied interest surrounding the cannabis industry right now. Why do you think investors want to be paying attention to this? And from a profitability standpoint in their portfolios, what's it going to take in this industry to get us there?
Well, from a very high level, it's a tremendous existing market that's just starting to move to regulated channels. So in the US, the market's estimated to be over $50 billion annually. Most of that is black market, about 80%. In Canada, which just turned to recreational, to allow recreational marijuana, the market's estimated to be about $6 billion. And then it's more difficult to estimate the international market, but it's estimated to be at over $100 billion. And that's primarily illicit sales. So as we see more and more countries legalize medical marijuana, and in some countries like Canada for recreational use, we're just seeing the opportunity really broaden. And over the past few years, we've seen a lot of companies pop up, many of which are now publicly traded and available for investors to participate in this opportunity. Most of these companies are in Canada. There are some in the US that are more thinly traded. But as you look at the larger companies in Canada right now, a year or two ago, most of these companies were just a business plan with some founders who were very good at selling the idea and raising money. Now we're getting to the point where the Canadian recreational market started last October. We're starting to see sales really pick up there. We're starting to see these companies really expand into international markets. And so, when investors were looking at these companies a year or two ago, and they were really just looking at pitch books, now they're looking at revenues and they're looking at market share. And we really want to drill down in these companies more and pick companies where we think that the management team is one that can lead the company to do what they said they would do, and really look for operational excellence and execution and all the things that you would look for sort of a more standard, more mature company rather than a startup.